It's actually time that we did some graphs and learn how to use the graphing function in Excel. So not only can Excel actually look at data, but it in fact can also create graphs for you, and a number of different sorts. They are known to exist under the Insert tab up the top here. Insert. So when you click on that, what you get is all sorts of crazy information. The one that will apply to you most commonly is under Column, and in my opinion, especially in the science department, Scatter. But let's stick with Column for now. So if I just select a column graph, what it comes up with is a big empty box. I personally believe that this is the best way to create graphs most accurately, such that your data, the way you want it represented, is put together the right way for you. So what you can do now is right click and go to select data. Sweet as. So you can give the actual graph a name, but in this case we're just sticking to the data. So what we do is we go add, and you can add a series. So let's pick, in this case, area 1. You delete the series values and select all of the information. Area 2. And area 3. Notice how I selected areas, not shops. What Excel has done here is effectively bunched the first of each three values into the first set of columns, and the second into the second set of columns, and the third into the third set of columns. You have to keep this in mind when you're actually drawing column graphs, bar graphs, in future, such as to represent your data correctly. Alright, so that's what I mean by that, which is pretty cool. Here you can actually edit the name of each of these. So you just hit edit, and you can type in, for example, area 1. Woohoo! And area 2. Okay, you select your range. So sometimes you have to be a little bit malleable. Good. If you would like to add a title, double click, my apologies, you go to Layout, up here, Chart Title. You can give it a title. So let's say Clearmite prices in different areas. Whoa, what we can now see is that the graph is too large for this box. One, we can expand the box, but that's not actually going to change the fact that these two overlap. If you click on the whole box, it selects the whole box, but inside it you can just click on the graph. Then you hit this little box up here, click on it, hold it, pull it down. Boom, there we go. You can edit the size of this header as well, or title. You just select everything. Okay, I went Control A, which means select all. Okay, CTRL, which is Control, and A, and then you can edit that. And Control B changes the bold. Typically in science, we don't give graphs a title. We'll just put all of the information underneath. That's how it's done professionally in journal articles. You may find that certain markers may dispute this, but you can just dispute them straight back. Okay, cool. Let's say now we want to put some axes titles on there. Go back to Layout, and you can set that up. So the horizontal axis is the one that goes across. So you say below axis. And we've got the same issue, you see. So you select the graph, and this time pull it up. Pull it up a little bit further, and you can place it how you want. And so this, you just say areas. Now I know that when based on that and that being overlaid, I'm going to move this in a little bit. Here we go. So now let's add a y-axis title. So vertical axis title, beautiful. You can do a rotated title, or the font or the text that's written can go from the top to the bottom. But in this case, we're just going to do rotated title. That's most common. And we're going to put some sort of information in here and write something in there as well. Fantastic. That is how you put together a basic graph in Excel. Later down the track, for example, if you want to edit the color of any one of these, you can effectively select it, right click, and go Format Data Series. Fill, solid fill, and you can select your color. So I'm going to say, let's go for a nice light blue. There you go. In the same way, you don't actually have to hit close. You can just click on a different box or set of bars. Solid fill. Let's say this one we want to be purple. And the first one, fill, solid fill. Let's say we want this one to be orange. Typically, you stay away from colors though. Again, Excel's got it all sussed out for you. Up here under design, you can actually select just black and grey. Now what we can see is that there's not much variation between these. So you may need to go into the formatting and edit the fill. Mind you, this is another way of doing that same right click function that I just showed you. So instead of going right click, format data and fill, just close that. Instead you can just go format, click on the set of boxes that you want to work on, and there you can control it. So let's go from black to sort of a grey to a really pale. Or you can apply a texture. Okay, pattern, sorry, my apologies. There you go. It's good. So there you go. That is how you can use Excel to do basic graphs. And what we've noticed is that it's separated each one by area. Here, you can have different sheets. So on the first sheet, I've gone and done data by shop and its area. In this one, I've gone by area and its shop. So all the different shops in a certain area. Cool cookies. So let's bring in that same graph again. Okay, I won't go that far. Okay, what we'll do is we'll bring in just a column graph again. What's it doing? So, for those people that have noticed, what it's actually gone and done this time is made sure that this is the third shop, this is the second shop, and this is the first shop. So, shop 1, going back to the first sheet, in its first area was $2.34, $1.45, and $3.45. $2.34, $1.45, and $2.35, or $3.45, whatever it was. Yeah, $3.45. So that's first shop, second shop, third shop. So although, pardon me, Excel likes to actually group things for you, you have to be very careful sometimes how it does that. And this is why I wanted to show you the difference between the way that I've organized the data and the way it's put it together. This may come in handy for some of you. Good. And now, quickly, if you're feeling too lazy and you don't want to go and add all those titles and bits of information yourself, here are different chart layouts, and Excel's already got them pre-made for you, so you can hit some of them, and some of them may apply There you go, that one's a nice one. And be more useful for you than others. Yeah, cool cookies. Great, so in this case I don't think you'd need a legend. And you can say, for example, that the first chop was A, the next chop was B, the last chop was C, anywhere randomly in this sheet. Go to your graph, right click, select data, over here, category axis label for the horizontal, edit, and you just select away. Boom. So in future when you edit this, edit, it's now A. Isn't that sweet? Sweet. I'm very happy. Lovely. And again, try and make sure that this is black and white if you can help it. Limit color until you always need it. It's a good practice to sort of get into. Excellent. I am glad. I hope this helps some of you, and that in future you can use Excel much more quickly. So remember that select data function. Thank you.